Hey guys, welcome back. This is Bernard from the BTN HD, and if this is your first time checking me out, make sure to hit that subscribe button to get the latest and greatest on MDT videos. So today is all about installing MDT 8450, which is super simple, but Microsoft just released a new ADK 1809. So I said to myself, why not do everything together? So let's get started. So I am running everything within VMware Workstation. And the virtual machine that I'm running right now, when I right click on the start menu, click on run and do a WinVER, I'm doing everything within a Windows Server 2016 version 1607. Now I want to show you guys that MDT is not installed on this particular machine. So I'm going to right click on the start menu, and within the start menu, I'm going to go to my control panel, and within control panel, I'm going to go to programs and features. And as you can see, I do not have ADK or MDT installed on this machine. Okay, so first thing that you need to do is go into this particular website. I will provide this link at the bottom of the description. If I do not do that, harass me in the comment section and I will do it. Now apparently version 1809 for the ADK family, Windows split it up into two. So you have to download this particular file first, then download this one. Okay, once you download those two files, I clicked on Windows ADK first, and this is it right here. And then I clicked on the second one, and it's this guy right here. Okay, so you're going to have two exe files. I clicked on one of them and show in folder. I'm using Chrome, so depending on what browser you use, it's going to say something different. It opens up my downloads folder, and here are the two files. Now, I like to install Windows ADK first before you install MDT. I think that's best practice, I think. So the first one that we're going to install is the ADK setup. So we're going to right click on it and run it as an administrator. So it's going to load up. You're going to get this. I leave it as the default. Click next. I always say no on this part and then click next. Accept the license and terms. I leave the default. Leave it alone. It's up to you. But for me, I like to leave it just as is and then click install. This process takes between, I would say, 10 to 15 minutes. Once everything is completed, you're done. You could click close. Now, because I don't know why Microsoft did this, but they split the WinPE setup. So now we go back inside your downloads folder, locate the ADK WinPE setup, right click on it, run it as an administrator. You're going to get this nice little wizard. I'm going to leave it as the default. Click on next. From here, I just hit no, click next. Accept the license and terms, and there's only one option, which is the Windows PE. Click install. Process took between, I would say, 15 to 20 minutes. Once it's done, you get this and you close. Now the next thing that you need to do is retrieve the latest and greatest MDT, which is 8450. This is a site right here. I will provide the link at the bottom. Once you get here, click on download. You have two flavors, 64, 86. I'll pick the 64-bit for now, and then I clicked on next. It's going to download. It's only about 20 megabytes, so it's really small. Once it's downloaded, click on the little arrow, show in folder. Really depends on which browser you use. I'm using Chrome. It opens up the downloads folder, and there goes our Microsoft Deployment Toolkit, 64-bit. We're going to right click on it and click on install. Click run, and you got the nice little wizard. Click next. Accept the license and terms. Click next again. Leave the default. I like to leave it inside the C drive. Click next. I like to say I don't want to join the program at this time. Click next again. Install. Process takes between, I would say, 2 or 3 minutes. It's really quick and you're done. And then you click finish. Now once you're done, you click on start and you locate your deployment workbench. Now when you open it up, and you click on deployment shares, you're not going to have a deployment share. You need to create a new one. So right click on it, new deployment share, and drop it to where you want it. I like to drop it on a separate partition rather than the C drive. So I dropped it inside my D drive and I kept it as deployment share. Click next. It's going to be the share name. The $ is going to keep it hidden. Click next. The deployment share description. Click next. And then these options here it's really up to you. I can't really tell you, okay, do this, do that, or in your environment. it's up to you, okay? Once you're done picking your options, click on next, next again. It's going to create your deployment share, and once everything is done, that's it. Click finish. Once you click finish, you are able to click on this little arrow, and then you will see your MDT deployment share. When you click on the arrow, you're going to see all your nodes, your operating system, your out of box, your packages, your task sequence, and all that other good stuff. Now, another thing I love to do within my MDT server is install WDS and also configure my DHCP to Pixie. So within my server, I have an all-in-one box, meaning I have Active Directory and DHCP, DNS. It's bad practice, but because this is a testing environment, I'm capable of doing that. So click on Start, open up your server manager, and once your server manager is up and loaded, you're going to click on Manage, Add Roles and Features. You're going to get the nice little wizard. Click on Next, Next again, Next again. And from this window right here, we're going to pick Windows Deployment Services. You're going to get an additional dialog box, accept and add all the features. Click Next again. You don't need to add any features from here. Click Next again. Leave the deployment server and the transport server checked off. Click Next. You could check off Restart and then hit Yes, and then click Install. And it doesn't really need a restart, but hey, if you want to restart your machine, go for it. Once it's done, you're good to go. Close. Go back inside Start. And within Start, go all the way to the bottom where it says Windows Administrative Tools, and you want to locate your Windows Deployment Services. So click on it. Once you click on it, you are going to expand the server's node, and you're going to see an exclamation point on your server, on your WDS. So what you want to do is right click on it, configure the server. You're going to get this nice little wizard. Click Next. I think I left it as integrated with Active Directory, but you are able to configure it as a standalone server. Click Next here. Now the default path is the C drive. I like to change it to the D drive to keep it where the MDT deployment share. You know, that's me. I like to keep everything together, but it's really up to you. So I changed it to D, clicked on Next, and I left everything as the default. Clicked on Next. From here, I change it to respond to all client computers, known and unknown. Click Next, and it's going to start your deployment server. And once it's done, you click on Finish. Now, you might get this error that says the service did not respond to a start or control request in a timely fashion. If you click Finish, you're going to see that you got the stop sign. If you right-click on it, go to All Tasks, and hit Start, it's going to start the services. It's pretty weird. I think it's because I'm running an old 2016 build. But if everything works well, you should get this successfully started the Windows deployment server, and that stop sign should change to a play button. Now, within your DHCP, you need to add a couple of things. By default, you're going to get the 060 Pixie client, but we need to add a couple of things. So now within your scope options, you're going to right-click and configure options. From here, you're going to go all the way to the bottom to locate 066, which is your boot server host name. Now, it's going to be the IP address of your MDT server. Once you enter your MDT server IP, apply. Then the next one that you need to enable is 067, which is the boot file name. This will allow you to boot inside a UEFI environment. So the string that you want would be boot x64 boot manage fw.efi. Now this location is your, I think, your remote install. This is where WDS keeps this at. Apply it, okay it, and you're done. And that's it, guys. That is how we install, configure MDT 8450 with the latest ADK 1809. We also configured our DHCP to boot into UEFI. And that's it. I think the next video, hopefully when I retrieve the Windows 10 1809 ISO within my volume license, portal, I'm going to download it and I'm going to show you guys to import it, and we're going to deploy it and do all that reference image and all that good stuff. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Leave comments right below. Don't forget about hitting that like button, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.